gotta talk that because if you don't give yourself your flowers, come on, people won't give them to you. What I realized being in the game so long is that sometimes lame get in positions. Yeah. And because they weren't a fan.
All right, so you'll get over your fear of driving once you balance out some karmic energies. I feel like you need to release something. Like once you release the fear is when you'll be able to do it. So allow grief, anger, the guilt to be transformed into the force that allows you to actually drive. So there is going to be some deep self-healing that's needed for this, because you're going to have to allow yourself to overstand, not even understand, but overstand why you're afraid of driving. You're going to have to go back down to that, go back to the reasons for it, maybe some hypnotherapy, maybe even some past life regression, because I feel like this is also tied to some things that happened in a past lifetime. Okay, so that's where the fear is stemming from. So it's kind of like you have to do a bit of soul surgery and dig really, really deep. I'm not really seeing that this is the best time to purchase a vehicle, but I do feel like there's a lot of things that have to transpire first before you purchase the vehicle. But as far as should you do that now, it's not energetically, it's not looking like a great time. You may tie yourself down to something that you really don't want to be tied down to at this point. So a little patience may be needed. So it could be one of two things. One, maybe a fear of deeper intimacy, or something about deeper intimacy that may be significant, but mostly it's because he doesn't want to take accountability, or he doesn't want to have a tough conversation. He doesn't want to have that talk. It's like something he doesn't want to really face or come to terms with when it comes to telling you something or taking accountability. So that's really what I'm getting off of that situation. Looks like I definitely see the connection here. Maybe this was like an old connection. So it looks like the history was something that kept this person around. However, it may be an imbalance, because I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles is coming out reversed. He wasn't able to juggle you and something else, or you and somebody else. It wasn't that he didn't like you, but it was just like too hard to juggle, or there just wasn't enough change, or something along those lines. But I do feel like there was joy here, or there was fun there. It was just too much to juggle, or too much to balance. What I'm seeing is that you may meet somebody new. I feel like you'll find this person very, very attractive, and there'll be a deep soul connection between you and this person. There will be no denying the magnetism between you guys. You'll be drawn to each other. I'm hearing like a moth to a flame. So it's kind of like if you go out and it's like all of a sudden you catch this person's eye, and this person catches your eye, and then it's like from there you're inseparable or something like that. So it just feels like you'll be very, very drawn to somebody with this year. This is somebody that you may have manifested. If you've done rituals or spells or anything like that, then this love interest, this romantic petition is going to be coming your way this year. So just be on the lookout for it, but it feels very good. Well, I'm seeing success, but it's going to take some work. Okay, it does look like it can last more than a month or two, but this is, it looks promising. It just may not be as easy as you think it is, but it's a relationship. So relationships take work, but yeah, I do see it working past a month or two. All right, sis. So actually this feels like some negative energy that's like creeping around in your energy space. I don't know if this is from a particular person, but it looks like you picked up some kind of energy, entity, spirit with you or something. Like, I can't quite put my hands on it unless I do a really full reading, but it really feels like it's a toxic or a negative energy or entity that has somehow gravitated towards you or found its way near you. It doesn't feel harmful or like it's gonna hurt you or anything like that. It's just that right now it's saying it's time to enact some new strategy. So I don't know what you usually do for like cleansing your home. If you use sage, don't use sage anymore because that's not going to work. It's like time to try a new strategy. Yeah, but with heaven coming out reverse, this is something opposite. I'm not sure which way you were going or which direction you were going in as far as like the decision that you were making, but it really feels like they're telling you like don't even hang on to it no more. Like continue with the way you were going. Like make the final call, make the final judgment because you really don't need this individual, or like since it was already ended, like they chose their side. So if they already ended it with you, keep them on that side that they chose. So it's really, it feels like it's not really worth resurrecting, even though they're being nice. But it's like you could take this person or leave this person. It's not going to make any changes or any differences. I'm getting heavy on the yes. The Page of Cups, Queen of Cups shows baby mama kind of energy. The Lovers is here. It's coming out reversed, but it's still around. So I don't know, with the initial cards being the Page and the Queen, I'm going to get a yes. But is the love really, really there? Is it a relationship? A loving relationship? Not really. So I don't know what this is. It feels like a hot mess, but ultimately, yes, there is some kind of connection romantically that's still happening there. So it looked like they may have had a change of mind because I'm hearing going in another direction. So I feel like yes initially, but I feel like they playing games. Like they don't intend on hiring or something like that. And I just keep hearing going in another direction. But it really feels like I'm hearing position dissolved. So it's kind of like they're going to go a route to where they don't like it's not even available anymore or something like that. But I see an Ace of Pentacles right here. So they may offer you something else. Ace of Pentacles with a Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to get a victory somewhere else. So don't stop. They may even offer you a different position, or they may offer you to apply for a different type of position and interview for that. But it's somewhere where you're gonna get it. It's coming soon, within 6 days or 6 weeks. So they want you to know a few things. One, be encouraged. You have occasion to celebrate with the knowledge that your period of misfortune has run its course. You are now entering an era of achievement and prosperity, girl. So your tough times are over. Your storms are over. It may not look like it, but this is you know how they say rough times come right before a breakthrough? That's exactly what's happening right now. The Spirit wants you to know that you are good enough. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself. You're beautiful. Like, as far as your looks are concerned, your intelligence, you're beautiful. They want you to know that. You're intelligent. You're more intelligent than you believe. And don't let your past hold you back. And what I heard that nigga say, don't let what those niggas said, don't let what those men said, or those exes or your past, don't let whatever they said get to you. You're none of that. You're nothing to what they said you are. You are good enough for everything you're going for. You're more than good enough, more than qualified. Yes, you did. And I'm going to tell you why, because that was your truth. I feel like it wasn't balanced enough for you. That was your justice. You didn't need to see with your two eyes to understand that you weren't supposed to take that. So because that was your truth, and because you acted in your justice and your righteousness and your truth, then no, that was not the wrong decision at all. I do feel like there was heartbreak that was going to come ultimately from that situation. So no, it wasn't a good idea. And yes, you did a great job by not accepting that position or going another route. Will they reach out? Yes, but will it be soon? Likely not. So I do feel it coming on, but just probably not anytime soon. They want you to know that it's time to work on your communication skills, because communication is key. Once you figure out how to communicate better, or be bold and make the first move, or be bold and speak up, that's when things will be balanced and you'll receive a win-win outcome. But ultimately, they're telling you communication is going to be the key to you getting a successful outcome. You have to be bold, though, and make the move, because I feel like somebody else isn't going to make it, or nobody is going to do it for you but you. So just bring love into the situation, which is mostly pour into yourself, and bring love into yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. But ultimately, yeah, That's what they're telling you. You're getting the High Priestess, so that's letting me know that your intuition is going to tell you primarily and ultimately when it's time. But I'm seeing like between now and 6 years. I know that might sound crazy, might not be ideal, but I'm feeling like the perfect idea. Look at these, like all of these represent a year. So it's like the perfect alignment, and then you're getting the sun. So it's like, don't rush it. Do your best not to rush it, because it's going to be perfect within 6 years. Okay, so no need to rush it. Just like allow it to go. But 6 years seems ideal. 6 years seems like the perfect time. Like if I was to tell you, or if I was to advise you, but like set the goal for 6 years and prepare for that 6 year mark, because within 6 years it's going to be perfect. I'm hearing they're too sweet to be with an individual like that. Does it feel danger? It could go there, but she's gonna have to protect herself. It's like really nothing that anybody can do in this situation but her. She's the one that's gonna have to cut it off. She's the one that's gonna have to stand up for herself. She's the one that's gonna have to ultimately, or he is ultimately gonna have to. But yeah. So ultimately, they're gonna have to make the final decision. But this individual has some very dark ways. Yeah. Okay, so your advice right now is to stay centered, because a balanced energy from the center embraces you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It helps you think better and receive better messages. Pressure, burdens, and fear will finally dissipate once you center yourself. However, there may be some deception afoot, but jealousy destroys all relationships. Selfishness and ego lead to hatred. Recognize those who intend harm before it happens. So stay centered so that you can hear the messages and so that you can see the deception. I feel like if you are already feeling like you're being deceived, you're absolutely right. This is a confirmation, but just center yourself, because the messages are coming in. But yeah, pay attention, remain low key. So presently, your spirit guides and your ancestors are telling you that you are never alone. So they're with you, they're around you, they're hugging you constantly. And that right now what you're going through is a transformation. It doesn't seem so beautiful right now, but it is. They want you to also know that a turtle's pace is the best pace right now. So slow and steady will help you achieve all of your goals. But remember to be courageous and confident in yourself, okay? Because now is a great time for you spiritually and physically. This is a happy time, and everything that you're going through is helping you to reclaim your power, okay? So remember that your spirit guides and ancestors have your back. But it is time for you to have a beginner's mind, because you're starting.